Hi there, it's Ingrid. Today we're going to get a little creative with several images from various stamp sets. This is my take on Partridge in a Pear Tree. We're going to take the Whimsical Friends stamp set and we're going to use 3 of the bird images. We're going to omit the one that looks a lot like a chicken. We're going to take the 2 smallest solid stamps here, and that's going to help form this tree. And then we're going to use the Fa La 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 from Mixed Christmas Sentiments down the side. I traced the outline of the tree and then embossed several of the bird images. Now that we have our tree, you can see this gilded gold embossing powder by Brutus Monroe. I love this shade. It's very metallic, which is nice. We're going to mask off our tree now. Now I have my lines if I want to use that as a guide. And what I'd like to do is go just outside them. So I'm going to use that up top and just go to the slightly to the left of that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Slightly to the right of it, leaving that line kind of exposed. But I'm going to take a white eraser and we're just going to lightly erase that line. You want to make sure that your embossing powder has cooled before you attempt that. Just kind of get rid of those little dots if we can. Take another piece of painter's tape that I have here and come across the bottom. I'm going to take a couple pieces of post-it note that I have, just gently tuck them in here. I just want to make sure that everything is fully covered and that I'm not going to just unexpectedly ink up an area that I didn't intend to. We're going to take the Distress Color Evergreen Bough and a mini distress tool, and we're going to lightly sponge our tree. So when I start off my project, coming onto my project, giving me an effortless blend. You can also use multiple colors or shades if you'd like. You could throw in a little peeled paint, maybe some pine needles. Just want to have a nice Christmassy look. This kind of is a bluish green. Maybe we'll throw in a little bit of peeled paint just for some variation here. It's nice. Gives us, and I'm trying to do this just in the area where the legs and not necessarily where the birds are. I like that look. Now for the big reveal, you gently pull your masking tape away, or in this case painter's tape, and I'm pulling it away from my project slowly. I don't want to take the paper with me, and there's our tree. Now you could leave it like this, but we're going to first paint our little partridges. I have some ground espresso distress ink, and we're just going to smush this into our craft mat right here. Give that a quick little spritz just to activate it. I have a number 6 Ranger watercolor brush, and I'm going to now come over my little partridges with this dark brown color and just paint them in. They're going to have a darker shade of brown. I looked at partridges online and they're pretty much kind of brown, a very neutral brown, darker brown tone, so I think this is pretty true to life here. Now we're going to take the Mix Mash set and we're going to use these 2 little circles to create some ornaments. Now I kind of missed this bottom piece, so I'm just going to take a Versa marker, which is a great tool that everybody should have both in pad and marker form. And I'm just going to fill that in to complete my circle here. Lastly, for a greeting, we're going to use the mixed Christmas sentiments and the stamp Fa La 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 to ink up our expression here on the side in ground espresso. So I'm going to ink up my sentiment, and I want it to say Fa La 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 La. So we're going to space it out a little bit, and I'm going to stamp this over some of the little whimsical embellishments of the birds. And then we'll ink that up another time, and we'll just mask off the second fa so that you can get it just like the song. Now I don't want to stamp that too close, so I'm just going to space that out a little bit. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Now I've trimmed this down so that it's the right length here, and I've got a piece of Wild Wasabi Stampin' Up! Cardstock, which seems to be the perfect shade here. I do want to have a little tiny bit more going on, so I'm going to actually edge my piece in gold. To do that, I'm going to take my Versamark pad, and I'm just going to gently rub it along the side. And I'm going to do 2 sides at a time. Just dip it into my gilded gold embossing powder, tap it off, and then heat set it. We're going to then repeat on the other side. Now the more you angle your pad, if you angled it a little bit more, you'd have a wider strip. I just wanted a nice thin edge. And there you have it. And that's a really nice, elegant way to finish a card off. Sometimes you just need an edge. In this case, we did all 4. And that frames it really well. So we'll get that adhered with some glue, and here are some close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and definitely subscribe to our channel. We have some great tutorials. We have a new one that gets released every week, and hope to see you again here soon. Till next time, bye-bye.